Hello student, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Nimisha Jadon, working as an assistant professor in School of Studies Environmental Chemistry, Jivaji University, Gwalior. Today we are going to discuss about the module Types of Environmental Pollution second under the paper of Environmental Analysis. The learning objective of this module included soil pollution, its effects and control measures, then thermal pollution, radioactive pollution, noise pollution, and light pollution, their effects and their control measures. First of all, we have discussed about the soil pollution. The soil, if the natural fertility of the soil is changed by the presence of any material, is known as soil pollution. This is stripping soil of its natural fertility by using artificial chemicals like pesticides, insecticides, ripening agents, etc. are causes the soil pollution on the earth. The plants depends on the nitrogenous compound that present in the soil for their nutrient, but use of high amount of insecticides, pesticides and other artificial chemicals absorbs the nitrogen as well as the other nutrients from the soil and making it unfit for the growth of plants. The plants are the responsible for holding the soil together firmly. So when the plant can't grow, the soil splits and leading to the soil erosion. So the excessive use of these pesticides, insecticides and fertilizers causes the damage of the natural quality of the soil. In this table, we have discussed about the causes of soil degradation. There are three causes of soil degradation. Number one is physical, then chemical, and third one is biological. Physical causes of soil degradation included deforestation, biomass burning, denudation, tillage up and down the slope, excessive animal, human and vehicular traffic, uncontrolled grazing and monoculture. And chemical cause of soil degradation included excessive irrigation with poor quality of water, lack of adequate drainage, and low or little or excessive use of inorganic fertilizer, land application of industrial and or urban waste. The biological cause of soil degradation included removal and or burning of residues, no or little use of biosolids which include manure or mulch, monoculture without growing cover crops in the rotation cycle, and excessive tillage. The major effects of soil pollution included the change in climatic condition, environmental impacts, effects on wildlife and effect on human beings. The climatic pattern changed drastically due to the soil pollution, because soil are the basis of the growth of any plant or the development of the forest, and as the development of the plant disturbed, then the climatic conditions are also changed, because the whole the cycle getting disturbed, and the water cycle is, if the disturbed, then the climatic pattern is totally disturbed due to the presence of soil pollution. Then the second impact is the environmental pollution. It also affects the environment, because it affects the growth of the plant, as well as the when the it also affects the then decrease the growth of microorganism and alter their genetic modification in of the microbial genes, so that what happens, these microbes are growth in the any wildlife sanctuary or in any forest, then they change the pattern of their degradation and their growth, so the it affects the whole environment or the animal or the living any living species exist into the environment. It also affects the wildlife, because again the decomposer as well as the water holding capacity of the plant decreases due to the soil pollution, and it causes the change the pattern of the growth of plant, so that it affects the wildlife animals, and the wildlife animals migrates from the this polluted land and to the other places. So the whole wildlife region of that particular area is affected due to the soil pollution. And the soil pollution also affects the human body or the human beings, because due to the presence of excess pesticides or the fertilizer in the soil, it enters into the plants, which is eaten by human beings as a food, and they are disrupt our central nervous system, as well as they are the main reason of cancer and renal disturbances in the human being. So the soil pollution collectively affects all the living and non-living environment exist on the earth. Here in this figure, we have discussed about the solutions of soil pollution. The figure is shows the waste management hierarchy. Here we have seen the least favorite option is the disposal. Then it will increases up to our top level, that is the prevention, that is the most favorable option. And after disposal we have the option of energy recovery, then recycling, then reuse and minimization. And prevention is always best option for the removal of soil pollution. The major waste management hierarchy included that the make people aware about the concept of 3 R's, that includes the reduce, recycle and reuse. Reduce the use of pesticide and fertilizer in agricultural activities. Then avoid buying packages item, as they will lead to the garbage and end up in the landfill site. And the next one, to ensure that you do not litter on the ground and do proper disposal of garbage. Buy biodegradable product is the best solution for controlling the soil pollution. Then do organic gardening and eat organic food that will be grown without the use of pesticide. And last one is to create the dumping ground away from the residential area, which is the least favorable option to control the soil pollution. The next pollution is known as the thermal pollution. The rise in temperature in the ecosystem due to the release of excessive heat energy into the environment by artificial methods or natural disasters is called thermal pollution. Generally, manufacturing industries release a lot of heat energy which gets transferred to the air and water bodies. Even vehicles which have combustion engines release a lot of heat energy, as they require high temperature to function. Carbon dioxide has a property of blocking heat from exiting the atmosphere, and so the heat coming in from the sun is trapped in the atmosphere. Thermal pollution results in a temperature rise, which is the main cause for the melting of the polar ice caps, which is in turn leading to a rise in the water level. Here in this figure, we have seen the effect of the thermal pollution. As the heated water enter into the any water body, it depleted the oxygen present in the aquatic system, and as the oxygen is depleted, the fish getting suffocated and they are getting died due to the absence or the depletion of the oxygen of the aquatic system. Along with that, it also because the fish getting suffocated, the decrease in the population of fishes continued in the particular water body, and it also altered the food chains and food wave continues that particular water body. So is this thermal pollution affect the whole aquatic system, their liveliness and their existing nature of any water body of the which present in the nearby the thermal power plant. The major sources of thermal pollution included coal-fired power plants, industrial effluents, nuclear power plants, hydroelectric power plants, and domestic sewage. The major effect of thermal pollution included reduction in dissolved oxygen of the aquatic system, increase in toxicity which affects the aquatic animal life, interferes in biological activity, interference in reproduction, direct mortality, food storage of for fish. Now we have discussed about the control measures of thermal pollution. The control of thermal pollution is necessary as its detrimental effects on aquatic ecosystem may be detrimental in the future. Viable solutions to chronic thermal discharge into water bodies are as follows. Number one is cooling pond, number two is cooling tower, and third one is artificial lake. These all processes are used to control the thermal pollution because they cool down the temperature of the aquatic body. Some of the potential physical applications for thermal discharge of power plants are industrial and space heating, then biological applications such as soil warming, fish culture, livestock shelters, and for heating greenhouses. Most of these potential physical applications are of colder regions or locations. The next pollution is known as the radioactive pollution. Radioactive pollution occurs when radioactive metals disintegrate, releasing dangerous beta rays which can cause cancer and other mutative diseases. These types of pollution can occur by either the dumping of radioactive waste from the nuclear power plants into water bodies, damage of nuclear reactors leading to radioactive contamination that would last for many years, and many more. In the Second World War, when the USA attacked Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan, the atomic bomb left a radiation footprint leading to highly mutative diseases. So, most of the people who survived the atomic bombing died eventually from cancer and mutation. The major sources of radiation pollution included the natural sources and the man-made sources. The natural sources of radiation may be the radioactive minerals which continuously decayed due to the weathering and the other processes, and they are emitted the radioactive radiation into the soil and the atmosphere. Then the cosmic rays which are coming from the sunlight, and the radionuclei which are already present in the earth's surface, they are continuously trigger out the nuclear fission, and the radiations are present nearby the nearby water body or in the air. And the man-made sources of radiation included the nuclear power plant, because the maximum power plants or electricity generated by the nuclear material is based on the radioactive material, which are if the once the molecule is trigger out for the radioactive emission, then they continue emitted the radiation, and the human beings which are working on that particular power plant and the nearby area affected by this such kind of nuclear radioactive rays. Then the second one is the radioactive waste. This waste is again generated by nuclear power plant, and it is disposed of on nearby surface area or the water body, which again affected the living organism exist in the aquatic body or as well as on the soil which is present nearby the power plant. Then the nuclear explosion. As we all know that during the Second World War, Hiroshima and Nagasaki suffered the nuclear blast. So after the many years of this blast, the generation of Japan is affected by post effect of the use of these nuclear weapons, and they are still suffering from various neurological disorder, cancerous and mutation diseases. Then the next one sources of radioactive material, radioactive radiation, is the radioisotopes, which are used in various chemical process in industries and as well as in the nuclear power plant. Here in this figure, we have discussed the sources of public radiation exposure. The maximum population is affected by the radon gas radiation, which is considered as a major indoor air pollutant, and it is emitted from the concretes and the bricks of the building material. So major exposure of human beings is done by the radon gas, and the other portion is a portion of exposure is included the medical x-ray, which covers the 10% of the exposure, then nuclear medicines, that includes the 4% of the radiation, then the cosmic rays, which includes the 8%, and our human body is also generated some radiation that exposed by the 9% of the population, and the consumer products having the 3% portion of exposure, and the rest is the rocks and soils emission of radiation, which contains the 17% of radiation exposure. So this is the whole exposure that the human being faced during their lifespan with the various radioactive isotopes. In the second picture, we have seen a child is suffering from the radioactive exposure. Here we have seen the exposure of radiation having a very drastic impact on the human body. It damages the central nervous system, and it affects the working of the human brain, and causes the neurological disorder. So this picture shows the negative impact of radiation exposure on the newborn infants and the babies. The major effect of radiation pollution includes when the radiation passes through different living organisms, the following disorderness takes place. Number one is radiation splits the molecule of the tissues into ions and free radicals and causes mutation by breaking DNA molecules in the nucleus. Radiation in bone marrow may cause leukemia. Radiation may cause skin burns, which may lead to skin cancer. Radiation at pelvic regions of pregnant ladies causes damage to the fetus. Now we have discussed about the control of radiation pollution. The care should be taken to check man-made radiation pollution at source. Nuclear reactors should be perfectly maintained to avoid accidental leakage. Nuclear tests should be banned. Now we discuss about the noise pollution. Noise pollution means if the sound is unpleasant to hear is known as noise, and if we are exposed in a very much unpleasant noise, then it comes under the noise pollution. There are different qualities of sounds available nowadays, and the sounds greater than 80 decibel, which is not pleasant to hear, is called the noise. So an excess of noise in the outdoor leads to the noise pollution. This can be experienced by too many vehicles honking at the roads, heavy machinery nearby any industrial area, and being operated in an open, for example jackhammer, trains, clubs, overpopulated crowds, and many more. The noise pollution is known to cause a mental stress and depression. It can also cause damage to the eardrum, which can cause deafness. And the noise pollution has more of a psychological effect rather than a physical one. The environmental noise has been doubling every 10 years, and this noise we can classify it as industrial noise, transport noise, and neighborhood noise. The major effects of noise pollution both on human and animal health leads to the contraction of blood vessels, making skin pale, excessive adrenaline in the bloodstream, which is responsible for the high blood pressure. Blaring sounds are known to cause mental distress, heart attacks, neurological problems, birth defects, and abortion. Muscle contraction leading to nervous breakdown, tension, etc. are the major impact of noise pollution on human and animal health. The Central Pollution Control Board constituted a committee on noise pollution control. The committee recommended noise standards for ambient air and the automobile, domestic appliances and construction equipments, which were later notified in Environmental Protection Rules 1986, which is given below. In this table, we have seen the category of area like industrial area. The noise level is permissible in daytime is 75 decibel, and at the night time it is permissible up to 70 decibel. For the commercial areas, the permissible limit for the daytime is 65 decibel, and for the night time it is 55 decibel. For the residential area, the noise permissible limit is 55 decibel in daytime and 45 decibel at night time. And the silent zone, the permissible limit of noise in daytime is 50 and at the night time it is 40 decibel. The major effects of noise pollution classified into the auditory effects or non-auditory effects. Auditory effects included auditory fatigue and the deafness, and the non-auditory effects included the annoyance, loss of working efficiency, irritating nature, interference in speech communication, physical disorder like increase in heartbeats and BP, etc. The noise pollution can be controlled by using the various measures. For example, the road noise can be controlled by use of noise barrier, limitations on vehicle speed, then newer roadway surface technologies, then control of traffic, limiting time for heavy duty vehicles, and airline noise can be controlled by developing quieter jet engines, controlling takeoff and landing times. Industrial noise can be controlled by new technologies to control noise level, then installation of noise barrier in the workplace, and the residential noise is controlled by regulate noise from the power tools, garden equipments and loud radios. Now we have discussed about the preventive measures for controlling the noise pollution. Prescribing noise limit for vehicular traffic is the main preventive measure for controlling the noise pollution. Then ban on honking, uses of horn in certain areas. Then creation of silent zone near schools and hospitals. Redesigning buildings to make them noise proof. Reduction of traffic density in residential area. Then giving preferences to mass public transport system rather than private vehicles. Now we discuss about the light pollution. Bright lights in functions, big cities, etc. causes the light pollution. If we remain in a high amount of light surrounding us, then it causes disruption in our psychological as well as the physical ability of working, and it comes under the category of pollution. So this light pollution nowadays is coming in a very new way, which previously it is not considered as pollution, but now it comes under the category of pollution. The excessive light on the retina causes extreme discomfort in the eyes, and especially in the dim condition like during the night time. The bright lights stress the eyes and also give headaches and the migration. So the light pollution affects the various human beings by causing their mental distraction. Then the human beings feeling dizziness, and they are having irritating or swing mood problems. And finally, the severe effects of light pollution included the migraine in the human beings. The major causes of light pollution included: number one is electricity. The advent of electricity has enabled us to light our homes brightly through the night, and these are the major cause of light pollution. The second one is population density. Population density results, their combined use of light has resulted in more and more light pollution. Then the use of brighter bulbs. As the bulbs get brighter, the amount of light pollution that they cause increases. The next one cause is the street lighting. When the super bright street light are used, they can substantially contribute to the light pollution. Now the effects of light pollution. The major effect of light pollution is known as sky glow. Sky glow is the name for the reddish yellow glow in the sky that persists throughout the night due to light pollution in the city below. Then the second effect is the disrupted sleep pattern. When the nights are on all through the night, we may find it hard to sleep well or relax. Then the third effect is the ecological light pollution. The light pollution can disrupt the feeding and sleeping habit of the nocturnal animals such as owls and flock foxes, and this light pollution is the major reason of extinction of such kind of nocturnal animals. The next impact is the impact on astronomy. Observational astronomy is near impossible when the sky is highly light polluted. The next effect is the loss of touch with the natural rhythms of life. When we live in a 24-hour culture with the skies brightly lit all the time, we lose touch with the natural rhythms of the life, where periods of rest and darkness are alternated with the periods of activity. The solution to control such problem of light pollution included changing the bulb in the street lamps. Street lighting is often lit by sodium vapor bulbs, and lowering the pressure in these bulbs result in a light that is less bright yet still perfectly fine for illuminating the streets. The second solution is the downward facing street lights. These lamps turn light down onto the pavement and so do their job, but are hooded to prevent it from being scattered into the sky. Reducing air pollution. The light pollution is significantly worsened by the presence of dust and polluting gases in the air, as these can be lit up by the city below and cause a fairy glow in the sky. The next solution is the switching light off at night. Turn off unnecessary lights both at home and in the commercial premises. Next, the dark hours. Initiatives such as Earth Hour, which encourage people to turn off all their electrical appliances for an hour every week, can significantly reduce the amount of light pollution in the atmosphere. The next solution is the cultivating an interest in astronomy. Getting ourselves and our kids interested in the astronomy will help us to appreciate the beauty and the wonder of the dark sky. If you have never seen the Milky Way, for example, you are in for a treat. So in this module, we have discussed about the various types of other pollution, which included the soil pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, radioactive pollution, and the light pollution. We have also came to know about the various sources of such kind of pollution, their effects on human and the living organism, and their remedial measures, so that we can control such kind of pollution in a way that the human and the other living organisms sustain their life on the earth. Thank you so much.